Cool. Really like that. Awesome. Okay, let's go. So I fucked out. Fun. Maybe this is what I deserve, though. Okay, so I was just talking for like maybe 20 minutes and I realized that I wasn't recording. Woe is me. I'm not special. That happens all the time to YouTubers everywhere. So what's happening right now, you ask? I'm gonna dye my hair pink again. So I lied on Instagram. I said that I finished my pink hair dye bottle. I did not. There's still a chunk-a-dunk in there, and I already poured it out. Sorry, everybody missed that. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Yes, I know. But that's okay. That's okay. And I already forgot everything that I talked about, so I can't even like recap. Wow. This sucks a lot. I'm sad. Okay. So my name is Emily Ewing. Hi, what's up? How's it going? The podcast is called Vegan Propaganda Podcast. And it's called that because even though one could say that, I talk about news and like vegan news, I don't at all aim to be unbiased. And I'm literally purposefully picking stories to talk about that are pro-vegan. And I know that, and you know that, and yeah, so that's why it's called propaganda, because that's what it is. I'm propagandizing you guys. So, something interesting is that my last video, the finals week video, which actually I lied. Again, that wasn't actually finals week. It was finals season. It was the week before finals week, and I still had 2 big presentations that were kind of part of the final for those classes. So, I mean, I considered it finals week in my brain, in my heart, in my stress glands, but wasn't actually finals week. Isn't that funny? Okay, and also so I shouldn't talk about this, because it's not really relevant for this podcast. So also I'm dyeing my hair, and I was kind of like, is that relevant? Is it weird that I'm talking about that on like a vegan podcast? But here's how I'm making it relevant. Okay, the brand of the hair dye that I'm using is called Arctic Fox, and it is cruelty-free and vegan. It says on the bottle, so that's fun. I also would recommend Manic Panic. I think Arctic Fox stays in your hair longer, though, from my experience, but it's hard to say. When I used Manic Panic on my hair, that was a long time ago. So, anyways, I had a little rant about how I think that it's, I think people should dye their hair fun colors more, but you won't be able to hear that, so I'm sorry. But I did want to say that, it's fun. But this Arctic Fox hair dye that I bought, this bottle, it was $9.99 from Sally's Beauty Supply. Shout out to Sally's one time. I've gotten like 4 dyes, or this will be like the 4th time that I've dyed my hair using this same bottle. And I don't have a lot of hair. Like, it's really short right now, but the other 3 times I dyed my hair with it, it was longer. Like 2-3 inches longer. And yeah, I was also gonna say fun fact, my hair, the hair that you guys see in my videos, or any like picture of me anywhere, all the hair that you guys see is only half of the hair that I have, which fascinates me every day. I forget, and then I'm like, oh my god, right, half of my hair is shaved off. So I have like an undercut back there, and it looks really weird. I don't think you'd be able to see it right now, but and especially the people who are listening to the podcast and not watching, you straight up can't see it at all. So shout out to audio listeners one time. Okay, what was I gonna say? I love being able to speak. I love being eloquent. I love being a really good podcaster. Also a YouTuber. I'm really, how do you say, talented and skilled. I'm also really smart and cool. I'm also super relevant and famous. I'm a huge YouTuber. I'm a huge inspiration to many. And I think my influence, my impact reaches far and wide. So anyways, let's move on. So Yeah, I have an undercut. It's growing out. It's real thick now and it's gross and it looks weird, but I'm trying to grow it out. So, yeah, that wasn't important or relevant to anything going on, but I just think it's interesting that my hair is still so thick looking sometimes, even though that's only half of it. So, fun. This hair dye I'm scared to apply because I'm on my bed right now. If you guys didn't know, if you guys couldn't tell, if you guys can't see, if you're not watching. So, I have a towel underneath me, so hopefully that's going to protect. But, if not, whoopsies. And I'm also wearing a pink shirt, and this is pink hair dye, so hopefully that's good enough. But, yeah, okay. So let's get started. Let's get down to business. Let's go. All right. It's already been 6 minutes. We're doing pretty good so far. And I'm wearing a cape now. Audio listeners, you are missing out. So I'm having my hip peas, white cheddar, vegan puffs. I don't know what you want to call them. I got them at Starbucks yesterday. I'm also drinking some Zevia ginger ale. If you guys want me to do a taste test of different canned carbonated drinks, let me know, because I want to do that. Give me an excuse to buy a bunch of soda and drink it. Okay, I'm putting on gloves, not goggles. Gloves. They're gloves. They're not goggles. They're gloves. Okay. And I did not think this through at all, because normally I would take my glasses off. Ooh, I'm going to dye my glasses today. Fun fact. Okay, normally I would take my glasses off, but I can't do that because I have to read the screen. So, fun. Okay, so, number one. First thing we're going to talk about, Prada, which, honestly, who cares about Prada? But they went fur free, so that's kind of cool, I guess. All collections starting with women's spring summer 2020 will not use fur. The luxury Italian vegan, oh my gosh. The luxury Italian fashion label worked closely with nonprofit organizations, the Humane Society International, Fur Free Alliance, and Italian animal rights group LAV. Prada previously used fur from foxes, minks, and rabbits in its collections. No more will it do so. Yeah. So that's cool. Congratulations, Prada. I still hate you. Not for any particular reason, just you're dumb. So, next story. Potential ban on wild animals in the circus in the United States. I suck at podcasting and I'm so insecure. Circus animal suffering could soon come to an end in the United States. A bill that bans the use of wild animals in traveling circuses was just introduced in Congress. I'm putting more conditioner in this. I'm scared. I'm scared to start dyeing my hair. I haven't done it in a while. Okay. I was talking about something serious and I embarrassed myself. Okay. Circus animal suffering could soon come to an end in the United States. A bill that bans the use of wild animals in traveling circuses was just introduced in Congress. The measure, called the Traveling Exotic Animal and Public Safety Protection Act, was presented to the House of Representatives today, Common Dreams reported. The bill would amend the Animal Welfare Act, a law that has monitored humane treatment of animals in research, transport, entertainment, and more since 1966. I can't imagine what kind of animal welfare laws were out in 1966. Can you imagine? Okay, so that's really cool. It's not really cool though, because like the bar is literally on the floor. Like, how are like wild animals still in the circus? Also, who is actually going to the circus? There's two birds outside the window and they're walking. Okay, They're gone. Never mind. They flew away. They were walking on the top of the fence and doing the head thing that everybody loves. So, yeah. Like, it's fun to talk about, like, oh, look, no more animals in the circus. But also, it's like, how are there even still animals in the circus? It's 2019. It's ridiculous. Okay. Getting on to more lighthearted news. There is a new Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor called chocolate salted and swirled. I'm going to start applying this now. Oh, I'm so scared. It's so weird to be doing this in my bedroom. Okay. Just petting myself. Yes, I'm not doing it the correct way, but also, who cares? It works this way, so that's all I need to know. I shouldn't have put water in this, though. I should have left it as thick as possible. But that's fine. Okay, so chocolate salted and swirled. Secret. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Emily, you really suck at podcasting. You know what? I do these so sporadically, but once I get into the habit of doing them non-sporadically, aka on a regular basis, I will get so much better at this. You don't even know. Once I actually learn how to podcast, it's over for you guys. It's over. Okay. So this is deemed a secret flavor. Which I didn't understand what that meant. I was like, oh, fun. Okay, so it's a secret. But that just meant that it was only out at Target. So I don't really understand that. But, yeah, so available at Target. It's called Chocolate Salted and Swirled. And it's got some Oreos in it. And something that I think is kind of sad, though, about the Ben & Jerry's thing, they have so many flavors. Emily, you shouldn't get so far away from the mic. Don't be stupid. They have so many flavors in this Ben & Jerry line, but they're all almond milk. And I feel really sorry for you guys who can't have nuts. I'm sorry. Let's all pour one out for the nut allergic people out there who can't have Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I'm so sorry. You guys deserve better. Yeah. Shout out to the pink hair dye that's now on my computer keyboard. Okay, so burgers, man. Burgers are all the hype right now. What's going on? I, as a person who was never really that much of a burger person, it's a dumb sentence. As a person who's never really been that much of a burger person, I'm kind of like annoyed. Not annoyed because, oh my god, I'm gonna look so weird in this episode. Okay, as a person who has never been like that big on burgers, like I always would prefer something not a burger to a burger. Like I just don't think they're the most exciting or amazing food out there, but I'll eat them. But I don't know. It seems like it's all about burgers right now. I just dripped on my bed. Very small amount, but I dripped on my bed. And on my pants. This was a bad idea. This was a bad idea, guys. Okay. But it's fine. Who cares? Who cares? Not me. I don't care. Anyways, okay. So, yeah, it's all about burgers right now. The Impossible Burger, the Beyond Burger. And I'm just like, okay. Like, where's the love for some chicky nuggets? You know what I'm saying? Like, these fast food places, they all want to have their burgers. Okay, where are my vegan chicken nuggets? Where's my chicken sandwich? Where's my vegan chicken sandwich? Where's my, I don't know, other things? It's all about burgers. I want more accurate vegan cheese. Can we put some energy into that? Less energy into the burgers and more energy into the cheese. Like, the Beyond Burger, it's good enough, okay? Let's move. Let's move on. Let's do other things, okay? I mean, how much do we like burgers? I mean, I guess that, like, red meat is like the most important thing to cut back on for health wise, so that's a good thing. But you know what I mean? Like, do you guys like burgers as much as? I mean, all right, let's move on. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Okay. Anyways, Arby's and Wendy's are showing interest in adding vegan Impossible Burgers to the menu. Which, like, Wendy's, alright, you know. I see them about the same as I see any other fast food place, but Arby's, kind of evil. Like, they're kind of anti-vegan, aren't they? So, like, it's kind of ironic now that they'd be introducing that. Like, I don't know how much. Okay, I'm really compromising the quality of this podcast because of the dyeing of my hair. I'm learning very quickly that I'm worse at multitasking than I thought I was. This podcast is gonna suck. Heads up to you guys. It's gonna suck. Hold on. Let me just do this, and then I'll start focusing better. I promise. Just give me a second. This is so stupid. All right, so also, speaking of the Impossible Burger at fast food restaurants, the Impossible Whopper, which was initially introduced in only St. Louis, in Illinois, and now it's going to be spread to the rest of the United States and also Sweden, which is interesting. Yeah, I reposted something from Live Kindly on Instagram, and I feel bad sometimes for reposting stuff like that because, you know, from Instagram I only read the headlines and then I repost it, and then you guys probably only read the headlines, and sometimes the headlines are a little bit misleading. It said Impossible Whopper coming to Europe, which is true, but it was only coming to Sweden, I guess. I wish the headlines would say, like, coming to this European country. And then at least they can still get their clickbaitiness while, like, not misleading people. Like, okay, now we understand that it's coming to one European country, not all of Europe, or, like, the majority of Europe. It's literally just coming to one country. But yeah, it's interesting that it's just Sweden. So, okay. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I can go back to focusing on the podcast. I'm done with the hair dye. I'm never doing this again because I'm worse than I thought. I'm multitasking. It's kind of sad. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. So now I'm just going to leave this in forever. I'm just going to wait till it dries. And you guys don't care. I don't need to tell you that. I didn't need to tell you that. And I didn't need to tell you that. So yeah. You guys who are not watching, you're missing out because I look really cute right now. So, So, both restaurant chains, Arby's and Wendy's, have reportedly shown interest in adding the Impossible Foods plant-based protein to the menu. The information reported earlier this month. Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses back on, effectively getting pink hair dye on them. It's fine. Okay, so Impossible Whopper coming to the room. I already said that. Come on, Emily, get it together. More about Burger King. They're introducing a veggie bean burger in Malta, which I had to Google because I didn't know what Malta was. It's a southern European island country south of Italy, for those of you other uncultured people out there. And it has less than 500,000 people, which I thought was interesting because Fresno, the city that I kind of grew up in, more specifically Clovis, which is like a small town that's like kind of like right next to Fresno and is kind of considered Fresno a lot of the time. They're kind of considered like together a lot of the time. But anyways, yeah, Fresno is like over 500,000 and Malta was like 470,000 or something like that. So I thought it was interesting that this bean burger is only being introduced in this small country. But good for them. It's made from kidney beans, vegetables, and coated. That was a weird way to word that. It's made from kidney beans and vegetables, and it's coated in crispy bread crumbs. And it's a sandwich. So, yeah. So, Little Caesars, as you guys may know, is a pizza place in America. Is it in other countries? I don't know. Should have looked it up. Okay. So, Impossible Burger is coming out with an Impossible Supreme Pizza using Impossible sausage at Little Caesars. It's testing it, but it's not vegan, which is unfortunate. I guess you could order it and bring it home and put your own cheese on it, but sounds lame. So that sucks. But in the article that I read, which everything will be linked in the description of the YouTube video for this podcast in case you want to look at any of the actual articles that I took this information from. Anybody let me know if you think that I can get sued for talking about news articles without properly crediting them in the podcast, because I don't know. But yeah, it's being tested at a bunch of restaurants, 58 restaurants in the United States, and it comes with mushrooms, caramelized onions, green peppers, and non-vegan cheese. And if it goes well, it's supposed to be available nationwide after that. The Little Caesars president and CEO said that he's confident that the Impossible Supreme Pizza will go down as one of the most surprising and satisfying menu sensations of 2019. This is likely just the beginning of a plant-based menu from Little Caesars. So that's why I included it in here, partly because I figure a lot of you guys will hear about that in the future anyways, and I'm now lowering your expectations for when you see it, so you already know it's not vegan, so you don't have to get excited and then disappointed. But yeah, I hope that's true, that they really would eventually have a plant-based menu if this goes well, and I hope that plant-based menu includes the possibility of vegan cheese. I mean, I don't know, the vegan cheese at pizza places situation is really interesting to me and confusing, because in the UK it seems like at least a few different American-based pizza places, pizza chains, have vegan cheese, whereas in the United States they don't. I'm looking at you, Pizza Hut, and I think also Papa John's. Yeah, okay. So Papa John's and Pizza Hut, which they have all over the United States, no vegan cheese. In the UK, they do have vegan cheese. But... and I can't think of any any big chains of sit down pizza restaurants in the United States that offer vegan cheese. However, there's a big trend of pizza DIY places, fast fired customizable pizza places like Pieology, Blast Pizza, Blaze Pizza, and some others, but those are the ones that I have in my town, and they all have vegan cheese available. Even Pieology now has vegan meats available too. So I think that's weird, how the fast fired pizza industry is really progressive in the vegan cheese area, but then every other place is not. And then in the UK, for some reason they're coming out with vegan cheeses faster. I don't know what's going on there. Do you guys have in the UK? Do you guys have fast fired pizza places like that too, where you get to build your own pizza and whatnot? My laptop's dying. Let's plug it in. 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 We're gonna plug in the laptop so it doesn't die. Okay, so The Impossible Supreme Pizza is currently available in only 3 Little Caesars test markets in Florida, New Mexico, and Washington State. Customers have been asking for Impossible sausage for years. And when Little Caesars said they wanted a unique, delicious pizza topping, our team developed more than 50 prototypes, says Impossible Foods CEO and founder Patrick O'Brown. One product stood out from the rest. You need to taste it to believe it. Okay, I'm not going to taste it because it's not vegan. But, anyways. So, so I was talking about cheese, right? Because to me, I think that these companies need to focus more in the cheese area. And maybe they are, but it's all just, in the back end. We don't see it because they haven't come out with anything that they feel is, ready yet. I don't know. But the amazing, absolutely unbelievable advancements that have been made in the hamburger industry, the hamburger market. I don't know. I'm talking about Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger. They're crazy. Like, the products that they've been able to create are just wild. Like, I was in Minneapolis this last week. Oh, that's something that I was going to talk about a little bit since I didn't film my food. But, yeah, my brother had tried the Impossible Burger for the first time, and he was just, like, amazed. Like, he kept, saying stuff, exclaiming things like, how do they do this? Like, I can't believe that this is, like, not meat. It tastes so much like meat. And my mom really loves the Impossible Burgers and Beyond Burgers. She always gets the Beyond Burger at Carl's Jr. and she loves the Beyond Tacos at Del Taco. And yeah, it's just crazy that they've come so accurate. And of course, like, they could be more accurate. Like, I wouldn't say that it's exactly the same because, there are people who definitely still can taste the difference or see the difference or whatever. But I don't really think they need to get any more accurate, Like, I think anyone who wants to experience the taste and texture of a hamburger or of beef in general can't be satisfied with the Beyond Burger or with the Impossible Burger. Like, it's close enough, Anyone who thinks that they need to become more accurate is kind of just, you're getting a little picky, okay, is what I'm saying. But I think what Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger or what Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods need to focus on with their burgers now is just reducing the price, obviously. Because, like, Carl's Jr., the Beyond Burger at Carl's Jr. is like $8 or $9. Whereas, it's the most expensive burger on the menu. All the other regular burgers are significantly less expensive than that. And the Beyond Burger sold in store is like $6 for 2 of them, meaning that each one is about $3, which is expensive. It's worth it if you really care about this stuff, but I would love to see the prices reduced because that is expensive. And yeah, most of the restaurants that I've been to where they offer the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Burger, it is either the most expensive burger on the menu or it's, shown up by like something fancy, like the only time that I've seen another burger be like more expensive than it is because it has, some fancy stuff on it, or it's like, I don't know, like a lamb burger or something like different where it's like specialty or something. Yeah. So, but I was also going to say, like, I think I would love to see these companies that are so amazing in like creating such accurate products that replicate animal products so well without using animal products. Focus on cheese. Like, please make a good vegan cheese. I am not that picky of an eater. Like, I'll eat basically all vegan cheeses they're all at least decent in my eyes, except for fucking, what was it called? I can't remember. I got it from Walmart and I hated it. But anyways, most of them, I'm not very picky. I'll eat them even if and I don't need it to taste exactly like cheese for me to enjoy it. You know what I mean? But there is so much room to grow in the vegan cheese department, and everybody knows that. I mean, come on. It's a meme already. But yeah, I want Beyond Meat and I want Impossible Foods to make some good cheeses, or some companies to come out that are, comparable to Impossible Foods or Beyond Meat, who focus on dairy products. There are so many freaking milk companies coming out, like vegan, milk companies, vegan yogurts coming out, vegan, even like vegan egg stuff. But cheese, it's like we really need some help there. Yeah. That was my little rant. So yeah, but impossible cheese might be a thing. It might happen. So I don't know how accurate, but I don't know. Chief Financial Officer for Impossible Foods, David Lee, told Food Navigator, "Our research and development program is about fundamental discoveries that go beyond just one product, although we haven't released a schedule yet of the new products to come." I feel like they shouldn't be allowed to say the word beyond, you know what I'm saying? He continued, "We have an entire dairy platform with our research and development capabilities, but our focus is on commercializing our products for meat first. We haven't yet announced the launch of our first dairy products, but stay tuned." See, so the way he's saying dairy makes me fear that it's not cheese, because I would think that if it was focusing on cheese, that he would just say cheese, like we're working on cheese, but not yet. But I don't know. I hope it's not fucking yogurt or like, milk or something, because we already have enough of that, And again, we just need to focus on reducing the price for those, because vegan yogurt is expensive. Yeah, I hope it's not something lame like butter or whatever, because we already have that. We already have good enough options of that. We need cheese. We need cheese. We need cheese. Okay, so Beyond Meat is also doing well. My faves. I will eat the Impossible Burger if it's, the only vegan thing on the menu. But if I have the choice, I will always choose Beyond Meat, because they're a much more pro-vegan company. And I don't know. I just like their marketing better. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, they started sharing or is that the word? They went public. They're starting to sell shares, sell stock, So they had the largest IPO, which is initial public offering, in the U.S. in nearly 20 years, saw its valuation leap from 1.2 billion to more than 3.8 billion. They went public last Thursday. That's not true. This is an old article. So they went public, a few weeks ago. Closing its first day up more than 163%. Beyond Meat, which is listed on NASDAQ as BYND, saw prices climb up more than 200% already this week to nearly $80 per share in early trading. So, congratulations if you bought stock for Beyond Meat in the beginning, and then you can sell it. But yeah, that's really cool. I love Beyond Meat. I really admire them as a company, and I admire, is his name Ethan Brown, I think? Ethan Brown, I admire you. You are my entrepreneur inspo, in a way. And yeah, so speaking of Beyond Meat more, I just had Beyond Meat last night. I made such good spaghetti. I was like, hey, I should make spaghetti because we have all this spaghetti noodles. But we didn't have any vegetables to use other than, tomato sauce and onions. So I kind of just decided, okay, well, I'm going to go all out and make it junky food good. So I made just like a meat sauce, with tomato sauce and onions and Beyond Meat burger. I just microwaved it and then mashed it up. A little bit of olive oil, a lot of seasonings, and onions, garlic. It was so good. Oh my gosh. And then the spaghetti, I even put earth balance on the spaghetti because I'm wild. But it was so good. Oh my gosh. It was delicious. And I'm going to have some leftovers of it for lunch. How exciting. Okay, so more about Beyond Meat. My dad is a big Dodgers fan. It's going to connect, I promise. And he has the, or do they? I don't even know. But anyways, somehow we have the Dodgers channel on our TV, right? And he'll just like leave it on all the time because he thinks I care. I don't know. But anyways, on the Dodgers channel, they have been they'll just play like random clips that have to do with the Dodgers Stadium, throughout the day on the channel. And there's this like segment with the executive chef. I said chef. I was going to say chef. Oh my God. The executive chef at the Dodgers Stadium talking about the new products they're offering. And they play it like fucking like 10 times a day. And he talks about that they have Beyond Meat burgers there and Beyond Meat sausages. And I'm just talking about this. Obviously, there's other stadiums that have Beyond Meat also. I think there's like 3 or 4 total now. I know the Yankees Stadium does have Beyond sausage also, and a few others. But the Dodger Stadium seems to be the most vegan friendly that, as far as I can see, or has the best vegan options, and that's not surprising because they're in LA. But yeah, they have the Beyond Meat burger and they have the Beyond Meat brats with grilled onions on them. And those are replacing their veggie dogs and portobello burgers that they had as vegetarian options before. The executive chef's name is Ryan Evans. Let that sink in. If you don't have an immediate response to that, I feel sorry for you. His name is Ryan Evans. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that in the back? Does he know? Does he know who he shares name with? Okay. So, I just wanted to acknowledge that. So he says in the video, and you can find this on YouTube if you want to watch it. I'll link it below. It's really not that interesting. I don't know why I think it's interesting. It's just like I see it on TV all the time. And as a vegan who posts things online and talks about vegan things online, I feel like I have to talk about it. So we wanted to keep it simple. It's lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and burger. So that way, if we have some vegan fans that don't want the mayonnaise, we can build it without the mayonnaise, and it's fully vegan. The bun doesn't have egg. The burger, obviously, is vegan and gluten-free. You can get this protein style, and it would be gluten-free option for you. I don't know why I'm reading this so stupidly. Beyond Meat is going to be huge this year throughout the building. So the burger's only sold in a couple areas, but the sausage is sold on all levels wherever they used to sell the veggie dogs, which is like everywhere. So, really cool if you go to Disneyland this summer and you end up going to a Dodgers game. Just know you can get a Beyond sausage or Beyond burger and have a good time. So yeah, I thought it was interesting though because a lot of the time when talking about, Beyond Burger, like restaurants or whatever that offer the Beyond Burger, they will talk about it as like a vegetarian option or an option for people who want to eat less meat or whatever. They don't often acknowledge vegans specifically. And I liked the way that they actually said, like, they clarified the bun doesn't have egg and all you have to do is just not get mayonnaise to make it vegan. Like, I thought that was actually really like progressive of them because it's a lot of restaurants and stuff, they can be really misleading with their marketing of the Beyond Burger towards vegans, by saying that, this is our vegetarian option, or like the patty is 100% vegan, which like makes it seem like the burger itself is vegan, but it's really just the patty and like, maybe the bun has eggs or whatever. And then it's just confusing. So yeah, I've seen that at a lot of restaurants where the marketing is just really like confusing whether it's actually vegan or just the patty is vegan. But I liked the way that they, clearly explained it. So, anyways, thanks Ryan Evans for that. So, next thing, Aldi's. I've been asked about Aldi's a few times. I've had a couple people ask me to do like a video on them or whatever, or do like, what I eat in a week from Aldi's. I don't have Aldi's near me. However, there's one's going to come in Clovis, which is where I live, soon. So that's really exciting. I'm really excited for Aldi's. I've heard so many good things. Yeah, so for the longest time, people would talk about Aldi's, or I would watch a video of a YouTuber talking about what they eat, and they'd mention, I got this at Aldi or whatever. Is it Aldi? It's Aldi, isn't it? It's not Aldi's. Anyways, Aldi's nuts. Okay, so yeah, I would hear it mentioned, and I always thought it was like an East Coast thing only. And then when I heard like they do have some in California, I was like, oh, why did I think that it was East Coast only? And the reason why, I looked up let's show it on the screen for everybody. I looked up the locations online, and it pretty much is just the East Coast and then California. Actually, not even California, just Southern California. Which is interesting. And then there'll be one in Central California, which will be the Clovis one that I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like Idaho, Montana, Oregon, Washington, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, all don't have them. Unless they do. It's hard to see, but they're like on state lines. But anyways, so like from the West Coast to kind of like the Midwest don't have like any until Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, and Texas have some on the right side of the state. And then just all along like the East Coast and a little bit in the South and Florida and stuff. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Not in Maine though. They said fuck Maine. So yeah, really excited to have one of those near me and check it out. And when they come in, maybe I'll do a video. Maybe I'll do a what I eat in a week only from Aldi video, because that'd be fun, right? So anyways, they came out with 3 vegan meat products, including vegan no beef burgers, high protein plant-based burgers. There's 2 in a pack. And they're from May's Kitchen, the brand May's Kitchen, I guess. Vegan no sausage rolls. There's 4 in a pack. And vegan no chicken burgers, coated with crispy golden breadcrumbs. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you've tried any of those and how you felt about them and how the price was, because I'm curious. And they look good. The pictures look good. Packaging looks nice. Good job, Aldi. Thank you. Okay. So Papa John's, man. I was talking about Papa John's earlier, right? Papa John's in the UK has vegan cheese. Papa John's in the US does not. So they came out with a vegan hot dog pizza. And the marketing is a little strange to me as an American. So, from the article that I was reading from, according to the outlet, I'm dumb. So, the new pie is topped with cheese, vegan cheese, as well as onions and vegan meat. Enjoy the taste of America with the vegan hot dog pizza, says the eatery's website. A Heinz tomato ketchup base loaded with vegan hot dog sausage, great tasting cheese, freshly sliced onions, and topped with Heinz American-style mustard. Available for a limited time only. Is this what you people think we eat? Because I can tell you right now it's not, okay? You took a few American foods and shoved them on a pizza. But, okay, yes, hot dogs are American, sure. Mustard and ketchup, yeah, it's very American. But we would not dare to stoop so low to eat hot dog pizza with ketchup and mustard instead of tomato. Come on. Come on. That's like college student food. That's like you made that in your dorm with limited resources. Oh no, fuck, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm running out of space on my computer. I'm gonna have to delete stuff, install while I delete stuff. Ugh, gosh. Ow! Okay, so the volume was really high. I apologize. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so I'm back, everybody. Hi, how's it going? What's up? So I had a little bit of a technical difficulty earlier. I didn't have any room left on my computer, and I saved so much room by doing the recommended things to save space on your computer via Apple. Thanks, Apple. Oh yeah, so I was talking about this bullshit hot dog pizza. The new pie joins the eatery's existing vegan menu, which rolled out across its 350 UK stores at the end of January, following a petition set up by animal rights organization Animal Aid and website Vegan Food UK. I'm obviously mostly joking about my hatred for a hot dog pizza. TBH, I would eat it with glee. I don't know if I would like it, but I would definitely try it, and I think it's funny, and I think it's interesting. But I'm just saying, that is not... just because you take a few items that are American food, typical American food, doesn't mean you can just put them together in whatever way you want and call it American. Okay, enough of that. So Taco Bell in the UK now has a vegan meat alternative made from pulled oats. Vegan fast food is on its way to Taco Bell UK. Thank you for rhyming. The restaurant chain, which serves up Mexican-inspired food. Thank you for not saying Mexican food because it seems offensive. Like tacos, burritos, and nachos, is set to introduce 2 vegetarian options complete with plant-based meat. Called the Edgy Veggie Taco, the dish is coming to Taco Bell's menus in the UK during National Vegetarian Week, which falls on... Oh, that already happened. 13th through 19th of May. According to a press release, the meat-free taco is available in 2 craveable flavors, classic and barbecue. The dishes are served with salad, as well as dairy-based cheese and sour cream, which can be removed to make the tacos vegan. The tacos feature a plant-based protein made from grains. The vegan meat was crafted by Gold and Green Foods and is served with Taco Bell's classic seasoning. Ingredients include oats, legumes, yellow beans, and cold-pressed canola oil and salt. So that's pretty cool. Taco Bell also in the US has said that this year they're coming out with more vegan and vegetarian options and a more official vegetarian menu, which I'm hoping means physical menu on the, on the wall, like for you to see when you walk in. That would be really cool. So obviously I'll talk about that in an upcoming episode if information comes out. But for now, also KFC is planning to come out with a vegan chicken sandwich in the UK. Oh yeah, and I was talking about it here that was mentioned a while ago, but I'm talking about it now because it's actually being developed further rather than just like, maybe we're going to have a chicken sandwich. I don't know. So KFC is trialing a vegan chicken sandwich in its UK development kitchen. According to BBC One host Nisha Katona, who was the first person not affiliated with the company to try the vegan chicken, she tweeted, "Oh my heaven, on a dream job today, filming for the BBC One show with exclusive access to the actual KFC headquarters development kitchen. Also, I was the first member of the public to taste the new vegan chicken burger. This to me is actually living the dream." So, pretty cool. And now to talk about plastic. I feel like I've been talking for so long and that I should probably speed it up. Yeah, okay, so let's let's speed it up. I was going to talk about plastic and how we ship our plastic to our hard to recycle plastic to other countries. This is something that I feel embarrassed that I don't know enough about, so I'm not going to go super in depth in it, but I just wanted to mention because it was interesting that we had been shipping a lot of our plastic to China, but they stopped accepting it. So we started shipping it to developing countries. And there's a quote in here. Since China stopped accepting recycling from the U.S., activists say that they have observed plastic waste piling up in developing countries. The Global Alliance for Incinerator Alternatives, a backer of the deal, says it. Okay, I introduced this wrong, but anyways, says it found villages in Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia that had turned into dump sites over the course of a year. We were finding that there was waste from the U.S. that just piled up in villages throughout these countries that had once been primarily agricultural communities. So yeah, there's a plastic export agreement. Almost all of the world's countries have agreed on a deal aimed at restricting shipments of hard-to-recycle plastic waste to poorer countries, the United Nations announced on Friday. Exporting countries, including the U.S., now will have to obtain consent from the countries receiving contaminated, mixed, or unrecyclable plastic waste. Currently, the U.S. and other countries can send lower-quality plastic waste to private entities in developing countries without getting approval from their government. So yeah, hopefully that has a positive effect, but honestly, I don't have a lot of expectations for anyone at this point. So also Glastonbury Festival, music festival in the UK. Is it in the UK? Ha ha ha. I don't know anything. Glastonbury. Glastonbury, 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 Glastonbury. Okay, so music festival in United Kingdom. Cool. So there's going to be a gas tower dance arena. That's supposed to say arena at the Shangri-La stage. That's going to be made out of plastic found in the streets, parks, and washed up on shorelines throughout Devon, Cornwall, and Somerset. The project is a collaboration between environmental charity Keep Britain Tidy, the Orca Sound Project, and Shangri-La's creative director Kay Dunnings. 10 tons of plastic need to be collected in order to build this 360-degree arena. There's also been a ban on single-use plastic bottles last February at the Glastonbury Festival. So, yeah, that's just really cool, and I didn't really understand what they were talking about when they were saying arena, this dance arena stage thing. I thought it was just like a regular stage, but I found a picture that I think is what they're talking about, and it's like this like pyramid thing that has like an opening in the front where you can see the band and stuff. But yeah, so that's really cool. And the ban on single-use plastic bottles is really cool too, because, you know, especially at any kind of like big event or festival or whatever, so many people will bring several plastic bottles, and it's just ridiculous. But also, I think in order to really get people to not bring plastic bottles, you need to have like water fountains and water bottle fillers everywhere, because if you don't have those, then it's like, okay, if you don't have those and people can't bring plastic water bottles, people will just end up being dehydrated, because it's really hard to, you don't want to carry around like gallons of water with you. So yeah, anyways, that was cool. And I also wanted to say that, like, please look into other festivals other than Coachella. Like, there's so many festivals going on and festivals that are doing really cool things and that have a lot of cool artists, but yet everyone wants to go to Coachella. And it's not even just about like the political reasons why I'm saying look into other options, because honestly, everybody watched Tiffany Ferg's video on Coachella and the political aspects of that whole controversy. But like, even trying to go to a different festival just because, you know, of the political controversies that Coachella has had, like, do you really think that like that's not like a common thing that like several festivals have, like, you know, traced back to super conservative business people who are donating money to super conservative organizations? Like, that's just, I don't know. It's really hard to avoid that kind of thing. And if you want to boycott every company that traces back to a hyper conservative business person, it's going to be really hard to live your life. So, but anyways, just because, like, I don't know, there's so many festivals out there that are doing cool things like this. And like, what does Coachella even have to offer, you know? It's just popular. But anyways, let's move on. Plastic straws to be banned in the UK. The UK government has committed to a ban on plastic straws, drink stirrers, and plastic stemmed cotton buds in a bid to improve its impact on the environment. Where'd the picture go? There was a picture and I lost the picture. Okay, well, I didn't know what plastic buds, what cotton buds were, but in America we call those cotton swabs or Q-tips, which is like the popular brand of them. But yeah, so they're trying to ban the plastic ones, which I think, like, how are people even still using plastic ones when the cotton, like the full cotton ones, are like the same thing? But anyways, so that's pretty cool. The move was made after an open consultation found that 80% of respondents supported a ban on the distribution and sale of plastic straws. 90% backed a ban on drink stirrers, and 89% said they wanted a ban on cotton buds. And I don't like the way they're saying cotton buds. Does that mean they're trying to ban the cotton ones too, or just the plastic ones? Because what's wrong with the cotton ones? They're all cotton. Also, I named this Australia supermarkets get 2 thumbs up. So in the space of 3 months, Australia has reduced its use of plastic bags by 80%. I'm spitting all over my mic. Australia's National Retail Association reported that the drop was not led by legislation or government policy, but by 2 of the nation's biggest supermarket chains, Coles and Woolworths. Last year, the 2 retailers banned free single-use plastic bags, instead offering reusable ones for 15 cents. Science Insanity reports that the move could potentially prevent around 1.5 billion plastic bags from entering the ocean and natural environment. This is a quote from the National Retail Association's manager of industry policy, David Stout. Retailers deserve an enormous amount of kudos for leading the way on one of the most significant changes to consumer behavior in generations, and we also applaud shoppers for embracing this environmental initiative. Bruh, certified bruh moment when people complain about having to bring their own bags or purchase reusable bags. You sound like motherfucking babies. I get so annoyed whenever anyone talks about that. If you have any amount of complaint in your tone of voice, you sound so stupid to me. Stop talking. Oh my gosh. It's the easiest thing. I'm sorry. It is the easiest thing to bring your own bags. And also, it is the easiest thing to pay a small amount of cents for bags, whether they're, you know, reusable or do they make you pay for paper bags? I don't think they do. But anyways, what the heck? It's so easy. And even if you forget like one time, like whatever, that's fine. But just like the majority of the time bringing bags, oh, people annoy me so much. Anyways. Okay. Bernie Sanders, we stan. American politician Bernie Sanders has spoken out about the meat industry, naming factory farms a threat to America. Writing on Twitter to his 9.26 million followers, the 77-year-old senator, who is running for president of the United States in 2020, commented on the waste the factory farms produce. Factory farms are responsible. I wish I could do an impression, a Bernie Sanders impression. That would be amazing. Factory farms are responsible for 1.4 trillion pounds of animal waste in America. They are a threat to the water we drink and the air we breathe, and it is unbelievable to me that Republicans in Congress have been working overtime to exempt factory farms from environmental laws. Be nice if he mentioned a few other problems with animal agriculture, but that's a start. So yeah, that's really cool. Another reason to stan Bernie Sanders. So, Jesus Christ. So, I have a few more things to talk about. Literally just two more things, but this is going to be a long podcast. So, this article I came across when searching for articles for this podcast, and it's about a couple in Sweden that was jailed after their vegan baby almost dies. And I thought it was interesting, not because of that, not because of the actual story, but the way that this news organization posed it. This is from The Blaze. I should have looked into The Blaze before I put this on here, but hold on. Oh my god, I love when my computer is super slow. So fun. Wow, it's really slow. I guess I could close a few tabs. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Blaze TV is your source for the most thought-provoking personalities and conservative ideas. Conservative ideas? Oh, wait, this is a conservative website? Wait, this is a conservative news? Oh, I didn't know that. That makes it even more interesting, though. Blaze TV is developing the best programming, advocating freedom and liberty that is delivered directly to viewers when and where they want it. I thought I was going to say regardless of whether they want it or not. So this article, right, it's about a couple being jailed for feeding their baby vegan. But what I thought was interesting about it was that different from a lot of other articles where they kind of just, give readers the idea that like vegans are crazy and vegan diets lead to death. There's no way to raise a child vegan in a healthful way, blah, blah, blah. Vegans are crazy. Vegan diet is unhealthy, blah, blah, blah. So, but this article actually, whenever they use the word vegan, they put it in quotes, which I thought was interesting. And it says, while it's being described as vegan, in quotes, the baby lived off a strict diet of breast milk, potatoes, and rice. And they even talked about like a lot further into, because whenever you find these stories of like, vegan baby dies, it's never just that they were vegan, it's never just that the parents were vegan. If you actually look into it, it's always like they're straight up crazy. Like, for example, in this article, it's talking about how the Daily Mail reported that the judge found some of the parents' views remarkable, particularly those of the mother who believed people could survive without food and water with the correct conditioning. The parents were also self-professed nomads and lived with other people. They had also refused to vaccinate their daughter. Surprise, surprise. In addition to facing 3 months in prison for gross negligence, the couple will also have to pay a $6,200 fine. The child's father was also sentenced for drunk driving and drug offenses. So yeah, it's like, it's never just veganism. And I liked that the article like actually addressed the fact that like it's not just like the fact that it's vegan. And that's even more interesting because apparently this is a conservative news site. So I should have known that because there's this thing that pops up that says ditch the fake news, but my brain didn't register it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, I was thinking that I should do a thing where I have a restaurant spotlight. So I give a little shout out to a vegan restaurant somewhere in the world. So I found this article about this place called the Old Morgue. And it's in an old morgue, but it's okay. So let's just read. This is an article on livekindly.com. Everything will be linked below. It's titled, "You can eat vegan Scotch eggs in this old morgue." And I didn't know what a Scotch egg was, and I don't want to try one, but good for you for making them. So twin sisters from Plymouth in the UK have opened a vegan restaurant with a twist. It's located inside an old morgue. The Old Morgue, as its name suggests, used to house dead bodies during the war. Now it's a community space which is home to escape rooms, quiz nights, and chefs Gabriella and Lucia, or probably Lucia, Evangelou's pop-up vegan restaurant, The Cosmic Kitchen, which opens every Monday night. The pair chose Mondays because of the popular veggie initiative Meatless Mondays, which encourages people to ditch meat from their plate for one day at the beginning of the week. More people are opening their eyes to veganism, Gabriella told the Plymouth Herald. A lot of people are becoming more health conscious. You are what you eat, so you may as well fill yourself with good things. The sisters, who initially gave up meat, dairy, and eggs for ethical reasons, offer a wide variety of plant-based dishes on their menu. "We call it good mood food," says Gabriella. "It's going down well." Dishes, which are served in 100% eco-friendly packaging if ordered to takeaway, include jackfruit and Caribbean curry wraps, Scotch eggs made with potato and tofu, and comfort food options like moussaka, lasagna, and spinach parcels. And there's a picture of vegan lasagna, and it looks so good. Sweet options are also available in the form of chocolate truffles and peanut butter cups. So far, the good mood food is a hit, and not just with people who are already following a vegan diet. It's a strong community. Everyone is so nice, continued Gabriella. "We get a mix of people coming in, a lot of non-vegans that want healthy food. Plant-based food is rising in popularity across the UK. Yeah, we get it. According to a study by Sainsbury's, more than 90% of Brits now identify as flexitarians. Is that true? And are reducing their meat intake for the planet, their health, and the animals. The Cosmic Kitchen is witnessing the rise in demand," Gabriella added. That's not... Okay. "At the moment, people are coming in casually to eat. Trade is steady. We get people in throughout the day." So I'm going to look up more pictures of this. The Old Morgue. Cosmic Kitchen. Oops. I can't spell. So yeah, I just thought that sounded so cool. And like I can't go there. Maybe someday, But yeah, it was just really interesting. So for those of you who are not watching, just so you know, I'm showing pictures. I'm showing pictures on the YouTube of this place, although my computer is taking forever to load them, so maybe I'm not going to show pictures. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, it looks honestly, it looks kind of... They could do a little more to make it look more cohesively designed. But it's cool. It's interesting. Is that a man in a cage? I believe that's a man in a cage. Okay. Fun. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But like, I guess that's what you would expect from some place called the Old Morgue. Interesting. So if anyone's been there, let me know. Tell me how it was. And yeah. Okay. And that's the podcast, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. This is a long-ass episode. Or is it? I don't know. It's probably going to be about the same as the other ones because I always say that. But alas. I'm going to try and upload an episode of these podcasts once every other week, so twice a month. I think that's a good schedule. And yeah, so hopefully you will see this episode go up. Well, you're listening to it, so you're not going to see it up. It's already up, obviously, because you're listening to it. I'm stupid. But as you're listening to this one, hopefully another episode should go up 2 weeks from now. And yeah. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much for listening and watching if you're watching. And please leave me comments of anything. I love reading comments. I always read all the comments and I try to reply to a good amount of them. And also, if you want to review the podcast on iTunes, that's fun too. You can be honest. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I want you to be honest. And yeah, okay. Hope you guys are having a good week. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.